Hey friends, I want to share something today that has been on my mind for a long time now, and it's something that I see affecting so many of us. And that is this idea of pill shaming or medication shaming. Um, so I thought I would make a quick video just to address this, because I certainly have experienced this myself and have witnessed this countless times from even my peers and other health professionals, and I think it's time to stop. So, pill shaming, as you might imagine, is just kind of the idea that taking pills or taking, pharmaceutical medication is somehow a bad thing, or that it makes you less of a person, or is something that you shouldn't be doing. And there's a few different kind of types of pill shaming. And the one that I see the most, honestly, and that probably is because I'm part of the alternative and holistic health community, is kind of this, it's mostly well-meaning, usually from people who have their own, success stories, getting off all their medications and doing things naturally. And, that is considered to be superior way of being. And so a lot of these people then kind of go on to preach about their story and preach about, the horrors of big pharma and how we all need to get off our medications at all costs. And then kind of the other type, I guess, of pill shaming is just the complete dismissal of that person's suffering in the first place. So instead of, acknowledging somebody's depression or anxiety or bipolar disorder or insomnia or whatever else, and acknowledging that, pharmaceuticals can be helpful in those, this type of pill shaming is more like, why can't you just suck it up, or, eat better food, or just exercise, or go outside and everything will be fine. So between those two types of pill shaming, there's so many millions of us, myself included, that have felt bad about ourselves for taking pharmaceutical medication. And I'll say, I'm as disgusted by big pharma as the next person. There's a lot of corruption and terrible things in that industry. However, they're making medicines and tools that are helpful for so many people. And I see this a lot in my coaching practice. People come to me on, 2, 3, 4, 5 medications, and they almost always say in our first session that they want to get off all their meds. And I understand deeply that desire, that feeling. But when we create this internal landscape of shame around the medications we use to feel our best or make it through the day, then it makes it so much harder to heal and to feel safe in our bodies and to advocate for what we need and all these other really healthy behaviors. So one thing I work with clients on is changing the relationship that they have with their medication and starting to realize that, yes, this is a tool that helps me and gives me some amount of quality of life back, or allows me to work, or, helps me feel more stable. And knowing that, yes, some of these medications can be temporary tools. There are plenty of people that go on and off certain medications throughout their lifetime and use them when they need them. And there are certain medications where most people are on them for a lifetime, regardless of where you are on that spectrum. It shouldn't matter. You shouldn't feel ashamed for taking medication. Yes, I'm a firm believer in, eating healthy, vibrant, nourishing foods, getting good sleep, staying hydrated, and using, of course, herbal and natural medicines. However, for most people, the majority of people, it's just not realistic to think that, within a month you're going to be off all your pharmaceuticals, and that doing so is somehow making you a superior person. So this is something that I encourage you to think about and start paying attention to. You'll start noticing different forms of pill shaming that are out there, whether it's in a a magazine article or a conversation you overhear at, the Whole Foods or, whatever. I hear it everywhere. And I really think that it has to change. This has to stop. We have to stop shaming people for using medications. So I'd be very curious to hear your experience with pill shaming, and if, whether you're on the giving or receiving end. Because I admit I've been through a short period of my life when I was very anti-medication and would preach everything against, pharmaceuticals. And, this was many years ago, and I have, of course, learned and evolved and grown since then, and acknowledged that this is just one tool that we have in our toolbox to feel the best that we can, and that nobody should feel ashamed for that, especially, pharmaceuticals or medications for mental health. Like, that is a huge thing. I don't ever advocate anybody going off their medication, especially, mental health medications. And this is something that people feel shamed into doing all the time. And like I said, it has to stop. So I would love to hear your experience with pill shaming or what you have to say about this. So drop me a comment below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So until next time, everyone, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.